One simple trick to have your uh,
Commentary.
competition. One simple trick to have your competition.
Shaking their boots.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Welcome to season 4, episode 7 of Vlogging with Tempo. Mark,
Haley.
what were we talking about today?
AI.
AI.
Yep.
AI is tight.
Yes, it is. The efficiencies it brings.
How do we know that this is not AI?
The world?
No. Well, yeah. Thank you. Good point.
Thank you.
But maybe they're watching an AI video right now.
No, that fact.
Can AI call itself out?
It can. It won't.
No. Cool. Fair enough. So, how in your day-to-day do you currently use AI?
Currently, I use it to sometimes respond to emails. I'll use it to come up with processes or ideas or just general inquiries right now. We don't use it as much as we could. Um, there's a lot of applications that are available to use it. And we'll get there. Um, some of them are taking phone calls, scheduling service. Um, some of them are dispatching, making sure the right tech is going to the right call. There are some services where it will help you build a quote, but it doesn't know what you need to do. So, like if a person is at home and they need to replace the system, you can take pictures of the data plates, and some of the versions are better than the others. But ChatGPT, for example, you can take a picture of the data plate and it'll pretty accurately tell you exactly what it is. So if we had one out there, it's a heat pump. It's a Goodman 1.5 ton single stage. It knew all that. You just have to know how to prompt it too. So.
Well, that can be super helpful in the field because there's always, as far as figuring out what the warranty is on something or whatever the matchup is or the capacity, some of this stuff is not really clear.
Yeah.
Every manufacturer uses different nomenclature,
Mm-hmm.
and it can be confusing. This would definitely help with that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep.
So what other features do you see coming around the
I
corner?
think in the future, majority of office staff will be AI. One I can't remember who the CEO was, but he basically said he's concerned with his job because as CEO, like you're in charge of managing the the business, right? And you you have to look at numbers, know how to understand those numbers. Well, AI has all that data that you've learned in your entire life, plus all the data that every other CEO has learned in their entire life. So, in any management job, can pretty much be done by AI. Will be able to be done by AI in, I would say, a couple of years.
Yeah, minus the leadership, right?
Yes,
That's where the human comes in, no matter what.
Yeah.
So you can shift.
Mhm.
They like to talk about,
Yeah.
like the headcount that you have
Yeah. Yeah.
towards other things. So smaller uh, overhead on
Yeah.
your margin
Yeah.
should make it
Well, that's
easier to price your job.
funny you say that. So I actually saw a post where a person that's well known in our industry, somebody asked, well, what should overhead be as a percentage? Not gross profit, but just
The
your overhead. and his comment was, right now 30 to 40%,
Makes sense.
in the future 10 to 20.
How can that be? Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, it's gonna make it to where you can run I think what we have now, 50 something, 60 something people. You'll be able to, instead of doing a 1 to 2.5, 3, one person there every 2.5 to 3 people in the field, you'll be able to do it 1 to 5 or something.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that sentence can be passed along to the consumer, and the consumer can have, with everything getting more expensive, one way you can do anything you can do to gain efficiencies to be able to bring that cost down and still have, what's left over to keep the business going, right? It's, not for profit type, yeah, but,
Yeah.
as long as you can do that, I think everything's great.
Yeah.
I was talking. This was a few years ago. I was talking to someone where, they were talking. It's not there yet for anything customer facing. And I still think even a few years down the road,
Yeah.
we're still there. But in routing technicians for sure,
Mhm.
right? There's even some coaching opportunities that
Yeah.
from AI. Now, just like when you write an email and you have to keep prompting it.
Yeah.
I don't wholeheartedly trust anything, and I
Oh,
think,
yeah.
that's where your expertise is gonna come into play. Anything that you get back, you really need to, evaluate.
Mhm.
One person even talked about how, like, AI can have hallucinations.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
found that an interesting thing to talk
Yep.
about. But so, yeah, just I wouldn't just immediately send
Yeah.
anything out without, and I always have, like, 3 or 4 prompts anyway to refine a process in email, anything that I'm doing with it. But I think that's the same challenge you have with with a customer right now. You've got one shot,
Yep.
and you gotta trust it to humans right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's somebody, I saw another post in one of those groups that I'm part of, that they said their booking rate for the AI CSRs after hours and whenever their CSRs can't take the call is 40%. Another guy responded with 60%. Well, their normal booking rate, the goal is 80 to 90%. So you're losing a few if you were to completely rely on AI, you'd be losing 30, 40% of your
Yeah,
customers
and
most likely.
just give back what you gain, and you'd be right there in the same boat where you're
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
having to make
Mhm.
that up somewhere.
Yeah. Yep.
So what do you so for me, I could see a day where that happens. We're not there yet.
Mhm.
Any other applications we can think of right now?
Uh, I see one, happy calls. So
Mhm.
following up with customers after a service appointment or an install or whatever you were out there for, where the AI is, as soon as a technician hits complete, an AI is prompted to call within a certain amount of time, few minutes, and they call a customer. They introduce themselves. I'm speaking as this is a human, but it's
Yeah.
an AI. As I am Timpo's AI assistant, calling to ask you a few questions about your service today, if you have a couple minutes. I could see homeowners being more honest.
Well, I think that's actually kind of normal, right? Like,
Yeah,
and something almost to be expected the day that we're in right now, right? A survey
yeah,
is basically what that is,
yeah,
right? A customer
yeah,
satisfaction survey,
hmm
no big deal. Engaging in a follow up, maybe one day,
yeah.
but again, not just there yet.
Yeah. 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 I would say so. AI is good enough to where it can call them and engage with them. If they have questions, it can answer. But what I would say is, and I'm sure this is completely possible right now, if you have that application, they ask the certain questions, and if any answer is um, this level, whatever you grade it, then they immediately get a call from a human.
Yeah, yeah, because I mean, like, if it's a negative,
Yeah.
you need that,
Yep.
and I think the speed in which that happens.
Yep.
I think from customer service standpoint, if something, um, hopefully at a very, very small percentage, but
Mhm.
it can happen, we're not perfect,
Yep.
with doesn't align with what you're trying to deliver, knowing about that as fast as possible,
Mhm.
calling the customer back, and trying to find a great solution for them to resolve that, the speed in which that can happen
Yeah.
is how you become more effective at that.
Mhm.
If you let that sit for too long, it can get a little ugly. If you're only responding to it by the time it gets to
Yeah.
a one-star review,
Yeah.
you're kinda cooked.
Yep. Yep. That's why happy calls are so important.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe next podcast. Who knows?
We could go over that in greater detail,
Yeah, sure. Let's
maybe
do it.
next week. Alright. That'll be it for today's episode. Like, comment, and subscribe. How cool would it be if Eris was to try to figure out how to have us, like, disappear from our chair and fade away,
Ooh.
right? Because this is an AI podcast. We were never here, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I
We were never here.
I'm become pixels and go
Oh, yeah, no, that's even better. Oh, freaking the thing from,
pixels.
the Thanos thing with the glove.
Oh,
He
there you
snaps
go.
his finger,
Yeah.
right? Put that in here. That would be awesome. If you can figure out if there's a better ending, put it in the comments. That helps with our, what do you call that? Engagement? Engagement.
Oh,
I'll say
yeah, yeah. We'll rank higher.
that's right.
5 stars, obviously.
Same thing, but that's a comment.
Eh,
Alright, cool.
yeah.
That was a great way to wind down.
Yeah, for
Alright,
sure.
we'll see you next week on Vlogging with Tempo.
Yeah.